Well, how's it going, guys? Hope you're having a good night. It is Divine Fire Studios here. I'm your humble host, Eric Nineltowski, and I'm going to be doing some inking tonight for you. All right, let me get my camera set up here. Do a little. Whoa! All right, so I'm going to do some inking tonight. Got my camera set up here. It might be a little wobbly just because I got that crow's neck stretched out a whole bunch. I'm trying to get it out over my paper so I don't have to like work around it, which is annoying, so I'm trying to avoid that. So if it does wobble, I apologize, but hopefully it'll stay in focus for you. All right, cool. Well, I hope you guys are doing good. I am doing all right. For those of you who don't know a little bit about myself, I got my start back in 2006 or 7, give or take, working on the Hand of the Morning Star graphic novel, along with Mike Miller, who started that series, and he did the first 2 issues, and I picked up and I did the rest of the 6 volumes. It was 8 total. Mike did the first 2. I did the rest, so it was 6 for me. So I have done that. That was my first start. I did. After that, it was. Let me think. Gosh, what did I do after that? I don't remember. But since I have done the Monomyth, a 3-issue series called Monomyth with Awesome Comics, and did that for a bit. I actually did the comic book intro to the Disney XD TV show called Mighty Med. So maybe your kids have seen it. It's like a teen tween kind of show, but if you've ever seen that, you could YouTube it. But it's Mighty Med. It's on Disney XD. I did the comic book intro. It's kind of cool. So that was a cool project. I did that. Just finished up the Meg with Mike. Did background inks for him, and I did a Samson book with Rooted Chronicles, and that was pretty fun. I got to illustrate the slaying of the 1,000 Philistines. So that was pretty rad. So that brings us to present, I believe. And yeah, I do a butt ton of commissions for people. I'm working on a book right now for a guy who's self-financing, and he wants to pitch it to movie studios and stuff like that. So that's what I'm working on. How's it going, guys? What's going on? Thanks for joining. Hope you're all having a good night. Sorry I've been gone for a while. Last week was really just busy. I've been a bit behind on the project I was just mentioning, so I had to get, going on that a bit and just kind of focus on that. And, I need money. So I had to get going on that and make him happy. And yeah, priorities, I have a wife. I have 3 kids. They're 8, 6, and 4, so they keep us pretty busy too. And when my wife is working, I'm at home with the kids. So what's up, Pope Fire? Yep, gotta have that money. So speaking of money, and since Pope Fire is here, we're starting a kind of fundraiser for folks who can't afford the Comicsgate comics that they want. And was that all your idea, Pope Fire? Because that's a pretty good idea. So yeah. So where can people go to find more about that? Should they just go to the Facebook page? Who's going to be talking about that on their YouTube channel? Pope Fire, help us out. So there is a Facebook page that just launched. It is called Comics Titans Fundraiser, and it's for people who are low on funds, and if they want some of the Comicsgate books, a bunch of us will donate, and we will get that book that they cannot afford. So that's kind of awesome. I might have to sign up for that because I'm kind of broke right now, and I want a lot of the books. So, anyway, just to put that out there, Comics Titans fundraiser. It's on Facebook, and I'm going to be the treasurer. I'll be collecting the money. I set up a PayPal specifically for that today, and we'll get that up there soon, I'm sure. So yeah, I'm just glad I'm not on the board that gets to decide who gets the money and stuff. I'll just handle the money. So, yep. So let's say you've had a job for the past 30 years and you just got fired, and you really want to buy Lone Star. We will hook you up. Or maybe you're a college kid who can't afford anything and you really want to get Lone Star. We can probably hook you up. So that's what that is for. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. College kids, can they get in on that? That should work, right? So, anywho, so that just started today, kind of officially launched, and I'm excited about that. I might have to do some donating to that, and then too, I'll probably they're gonna do a little raffle, and prizes will be given away for donations. So I can throw in some prints or something, and that would be cool. Speaking of prints, here's one that I'm working on. Here, I'll show you guys a little bit of what I've been doing lately. So this is a Wildcats pick, just a pet project. I love the Wildcats, 90s. So I'm just inking this in my spare time. And let me get my light situated here. So I got Grifter here. There's Warblade. I kind of hop around a lot with my inks. I just, whatever pen I'm using, like now I'm using a brush, so I'll just hop over wherever I want to use a brush, I'll ink that area. And so I do kind of tend to jump around a lot. So this is one that I'm kind of just, I use this as a warm-up. So when I want to get started, I'll just kind of throw this down and get on that first, and then when I warm up a little bit, I'll jump on this. And this is the Shadow Sentry promo art that I did a few weeks ago. You probably saw me sketching that, but if not, this is going to be the final. This is on 11x17, and so this is Glare. We got Ganon here, Midst in the back, Brazen, Deke, and Cogent in the back. So that's that. I'll be inking that tonight, and let's see, what else have I been working on? Let me find my stuff. Here, oh, sorry. Here is, if you guys know Ruby, this is like a new anime. I'm doing all 4 characters. These will be prints that I sell at conventions when I do those. So this is Weiss, and we think Gary might reach 1,000 subs in a couple months. Awesome. That's great. Yeah, I'm excited for that. This is Weiss. Or no, I'm sorry. This is Blake. And this is Weiss from Ruby. So that's another thing I'm working on. Well, I'm done those, but I'll be coloring them. And is this Eric from Mike's live stream? Adrian? Yes, it is. How's it going, man? So this is Eric from Mike's live stream. I was on the live stream the other night, and I drew Rogue, Savage Land Rogue. Let me show you that. Boy. So this is my Savage Land Rogue from the other night on Mike's Drawn and Quartered. And I don't know. I thought mine was more detailed and just like complete rather than everyone else's, but that was just me. I thought, I don't know. I gave it my best. So anyway, hope you dig that. This is getting colored up right now as we speak. So I'll post the final colors on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. If you guys don't know, I'm on. You can go to my website, ericnenotowskiart.com, and on there I have all of my links to Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I'm even on Pinterest. So yeah, feel free to head over there, and if you want to follow me on Facebook and all that. I also have Eric Nenotowski Art on Facebook. You can follow me on there. That's like my fan page, and then I'm on, myself, but that's kind of like more of a personal profile, so I kind of keep that separate. Family stuff, you know, friends, things like that. So, just a heads up. Alright, let's keep inking this bad boy. Alright, so what do you guys want to talk about? Throw me a topic or any questions. What do you want to know? I'll tell you what you want to know. I was sharing a few projects that I've done before this. A lot of people don't know, but I did the Disney XD Mighty Med TV show comic book intro. I'll do a video one day and just throw that up for you guys to watch. It's kind of cool. That was like a really like fast-paced. I'm really glad I don't work in TV and movies and stuff, man. It's like a crazy, just crazy deadlines and stuff with that. Adrian, this is gonna be the book, the team book that I'm gonna start doing on Indiegogo come next year. I'm gonna have to get enough subs first and just people behind it before I launch. But this is called the Shadow Sentry, and basically it asks the question: what if you had a near-death experience, but when you returned from the other side, you brought back a piece of the eternal or the piece of that other spiritual dimension with you, and you had abilities and were able to break the laws of the world around you. And so it's kind of like a Matrix meets the X-Men kind of story. And these are the guys, these are the Highborn, and they are the good guys. There's also the Hellborn, who have gone to the depths of hell, and they come back with dark abilities and stuff like that. So this is like the first piece of promo art that you will see, and then I'm going to pump when things get going. But yeah, so we have Glare, again, Ganon, Midst, Brazen, Deke, who has flying abilities, and then Cogent. Yep. Who's my favorite character to draw? That's a good question. I love Grifter. Again, that's why I was doing the Wildcats over there. I love Grifter. He's fun. I like characters with guns, and so it's the inspiration for Ganon here. Yeah, you're gonna have to hold some money for that, man. So yeah, Ganon, he's a guy who just rocks the guns. I dig those characters. And so, yeah, I like drawing Wolverine. I like drawing Batman. You know, they are fun, but I like gear. I like drawing gear. If you guys have seen, I have a cool picture I did with the Ninja Turtles, and they're like Navy SEAL style. They got all kinds of gear and guns going on. That was really fun to do. So, hey, Popefire. Why are you coughing? You alright? Actually, I can show you that. Give me a second. Got my trusty portfolio right here. I will show you what I'm talking about. So this is the Ninja Turtles with guns. How cool is that? Ninja Turtle Navy SEALs is what I call them. So yeah, I dig drawing guns. That's right. I grew up in the 90s. That's where I get my inspiration from. There's a few other things in here. There's a Starfire. Oh, no, this is Supergirl. Sorry. Elektra. There's Starfire. Oh, no, that's Rogue. Rogue. That's a 90s Rogue. There's... no, where? She's not in here either. Psylocke. Oh, Psylocke. That's a cool Psylocke pick I did. This one came out good. This one looks really good colored. But anyway, there's a Black Panther. So these are all actually prints that are up in my store. If you guys want to check that out, just go to ericninoltowskiart.com. You can go to my store and you can see all the cool prints I have made there. And that's when I go to conventions and stuff, that's what I sell. So, yeah. But I want to do my own comic. So that's why I'm working on this. That's why I'm working on the Shadow Sentry. So, spam the hashtag. What was the hashtag again? Endorse Eric. Endorse Eric. 2019 Indiegogo. I think I'll have to come up with another hashtag. No offense, Popefire, but you know, I think we can do better. No offense. All right. Nope, it's my hashtag now. All right. How many of you guys saw the Drawn and Quartered episode the other night? Who did you vote for? Did you vote at all? I noticed there was only like there was a bunch of people watching, and then when it was time to vote, there was like 50 votes. It's like, what? Who'd you vote for, Adrian? For Mitch? Art. All right, all right. I couldn't even see Art's. Art's was like super blurry on my screen. So I was like, I hope it's good. But yeah, no, that was really fun. Did you guys vote for that because it was the my tree won me over? Was it because I didn't do the regular the brown jacket and stuff? Was it the look, or was it the art that won you over? Because some people just like that, the look. They don't prefer the Savage Land. The art. All right, all right. Yeah, I remember Art back in the day. I remember when he was inking Jim Lee on the X-Men books and stuff. And I remember when he did black and white. I still have a copy of that down in my long box. So I'm excited to get the new updated version. That'll be cool. All right, I'm using a lot of brush. Let me go over to my microns. When I do the little tiny details, I go with my 005, and then I have my 01. These are the smallest I have. So I'll go in with some little detail. Who's your guys' favorite artist from the 90s? Back in the day. Okay. I'll remember to make her smiling. I saw your comment about the Teen Titans poster for the TV show, and you're like, she's not smiling. I wouldn't know that personally, but I know you would, so I trust you. Jim Lee or Mark Silvestri? Yeah, they're really good. Jim Lee is my favorite, for sure. Yeah, it was fun. For me, I got into comics in the 90s, and so found Jim Lee, found Mark Silvestri, Liefeld, and then I got to go back and like buy all the back issues of all their Marvel stuff, because I didn't really know about them until Image, so I had to go back and kind of hunt down all the back issues of the stuff they worked on previously, so that was kind of fun. But I think I have like almost all of Jim Lee's old stuff. I got a lot of Silvestri's old Wolverine stuff that he did. So, Romeo Thango. I don't think I know them. Do not know them. Brett Booth, Joe Mad. Yeah, I love Joe Mad stuff. I wish he would do more comic book stuff, but... And they're supposed to do a Battle Chasers comic, which I'm waiting for. I hope they do that. That'd be sweet. And then Joe Mad, he had that kind of Jim Lee-ish style, but tons more detail. But yeah, I dig his stuff. I like when he did the Kindred book with my man Grifter. That was cool. Yeah, Rob's still really good. Alright. Let's see here. I don't like his eyeballs. Eyes are tricky and easy to mess up. The good thing is I can always go back and Photoshop and tweak stuff if I have to. That helps. We need to steal some peeps from other streams. How many streams are going on? I didn't really look who is on right now, but it's hard to find a good time. Alright, straw poll. If I was going to go on, what's a good time for you guys? When should I go on? Tell me and I'll go on. I was thinking of doing an earlier stream, like early during the day, but my wife was like, well, people are probably working and stuff, and it's like, well, true, but you never know. So I figured later might be better for people's schedules, but I know everybody's on later, so that's why I was like, well, I'll just go on during the day, because I work from home, and people have different things going on. I'm sure they can jump in if they want to. So, but I'm open. But I gotta listen to my wife. She's smarter than I am. So yeah, since I'm a fan of the 90s, with the Shadow Sentry book I wanna take you back. Reminisce with that old 90s cool style and stuff. If you want to find a colorist that's got that 90s kind of look to his colors too. Bring back the good old days, baby. Damn. Alright, any more questions? Let me know if you have any more questions. I'm just chatting, chitter chatter. Gary's gonna... Hey, don't go away. Where'd he go? Gary's gonna launch his sketchbook October 5th on Indiegogo. Does anyone on the team have a trench coat? That's 90s, lol. Those are streams we call it. So my man Gannon here, he will have a trench coat from time to time. Down Swift. This is for my book. It's going to be called Shadow Sentry, and it's going to launch sometime next year. But it is about a superhero team with supernatural powers. Those who go to the other side, who, when they, sorry, let me throw down these lines real quick. They pass into the other side. They have a near-death experience, and when they come back, they bring a piece of the supernatural with them. So they have abilities that allow them to break the laws of nature. And so this is the Shadow Sentry. These are the Highborn, those who go to heaven. And then there's the Hellborn, who go to the depths. And when they come back, they get the dark, crazy powers. So these are the good guys. Again, I'll go through them for you. This is Glare. She harnesses the power of light, and she can do a lot of things with that. This Ganon. He hasn't had a near-death experience, so he's the only one on the team that doesn't have supernatural powers. This Brazen, he's the leader. Strength and agility, things like that, are his power. Midst, he has teleportation abilities and other kind of weird mystical powers. Deke, he can fly really fast, break the laws of gravity and momentum. And then Cogent back here, the big guy, he also controls momentum, so he can pick up huge stones and just throw them without even moving his arm. Just kind of push it with his power. And he's the big, strong arm of the team. So that is that. That's the core of the team there. There are more characters. Think of it like the X-Men. There's just a lot of characters that will be brought in. And yeah. So yep. There you go. I heard you describe that on stream. Yep. Cool. Yeah, keep sharing my hashtag. Pump it out there. Cool. 18 watchers. What's up, guys? Welcome aboard if you have just joined us. I'm inking some Shadow Sentry promo art, and I'm feeling like I want to ink Cogent back here. So can you guys see okay? How's the I know it's a little twisted, or my camera's turned a little bit, but I'm going with a little different setup just so I'm not drawing like over the phone. This kind of helps me a little bit better. But yep, cool. Yeah, I've noticed at least from what I've seen from other live YouTube videos, mine seems to be pretty crisp and clear, so I'm thankful for that. I know Mike was having some difficulty with that, and I think he cleared that up. So hooray for that. So I'm just going in with a brush. I usually do my holding lines with a brush. Crisp is a really funny word. Hey, crisp can work for a lot of things, right? Crispy bacon. Crisp kringle. I don't know. Awesome, man. Thanks, Downshift. Was it Shift? I think it was Shift, right? Downshift, yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah, I just use my camera. I have a Galaxy S7, 7S, however Samsung does theirs. But yeah, I haven't had any problems with mine. So don't know what the issue is. Oh, I asked this earlier, but Pope Fire or Humphrey Bear, can you tell us when or where people can go on a YouTube video to find more about the Titans fundraiser that we've started? Just so I could throw it out there for people. And if people want to, guys, come on there. There's 4 likes, 18 people free. I did the video already. Just to throw it out there, so people want to donate and stuff. I'll be talking about it on Fanspeak tomorrow. Perfect. Awesome. Good deal. Oh, and thank you, Pope Fire, for posting this on Twitter. Awesome. Thank you. I posted on Twitter as well, but apparently more people follow you. Damn. All right. Cool beans. Yeah, so I'm really excited about this. I'm excited to get it going. Once I finish this project I'm working on, I can get going on this a lot more. And obviously I'm going to need the subs, so I like Gary's idea. I think having 1,000 subs beforehand, before like officially launching the Indiegogo, is smart. And I will probably do something similar. I'm hoping by the end of the year I can be close, and then next year will just be perfect for my launch. So here's hoping. So please endorse me, like my video, share it, post it on Twitter, I don't care, but let's get the word out. Alright, inking some Cogent. His real name is Darren Washington, this guy I'm inking here. He played a season on the Eagles farm team, because I'm an Eagles fan. Oh yeah, and the book takes place in Philadelphia, where most of the book is going to take place. Brett S. dropped Marvel a while back, dropped to C, and my comments disappeared on me. Bolt, glad to have you aboard, man. Thanks for checking in, and I hope I can fill the Marvel and DC void for you, brother. That is what we want to do. Give you good stuff. So yeah, a lot of my childhood actually took place in Philly, so Philly's got a sweet spot in my heart, and this book will take place in Philly, and not too far from what's his name? Cyberfrog in New Jersey. I think they're up in North Jersey in Camden, I think. EVS said. So that's cool. I grew up in New Jersey, actually. I am born and raised in Jersey, but spent time in Philly. My mom met a guy from her work. And, no, not born and raised in Philly. New Jersey, born and raised. But spent a lot of time in Philly. Um, yeah, my mom met a guy at her work. She worked at Amtrak in Philly. And so they hit it off. They got married eventually. But before they did, we spent like every other weekend, right, in Philly. So I think it was near Harrisburg is where he lived, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a long time, but yeah. So I'm an Eagles fan, Phillies fan, 76ers fan. Not that I watch them all, but love the Flyers. So yeah, but my Eagles, woo, yeah, baby. Excited about that. We'll see how this year goes, but all right. So finish this up. I do a lot of my holding lines. Holding lines are what the lines that go around the characters, the outlines. They're called holding lines. So I do a lot of my holding lines with the brush. And thankfully Mike's not on here, or else he'd give me some junk, I'm sure. The lines. Oh yeah, I was chilling, relaxing, all cool, shooting some hoops outside of the school. A couple of guys were making some trouble in my neighborhood. I got in a little fight, and my mom did get scared, and so I didn't have to move with my aunt and my uncle, but it was all good. It was all good. Never been to Bel Air, but I'm in Cali. I think that's close to California, where I'm at. I'm in San Diego right now. Met my beautiful wife in Boston, and she was from Philly, or not Philly. She was from California, and so I decided to move to California and not stay in New Jersey, which I think was a smart deal, good deal. I think I made out on that one. All right, Fresh Prince of Ink. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, man. Yeah, San Diego is beautiful. Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. The weather, we go to the beach. We go to Coronado a lot. That's like our place to go. Sundays after church, go hang out in Coronado. Yeah, man, there's just so much that San Diego offers. It is mighty expensive, but it's a big place. Got SeaWorld, got the zoo, the beaches. We go to the bay a lot, actually, and have bonfires and stuff. So, yes, it is beautiful here. I wish I could ink faster, because I want this to be done. I'm excited to get the final piece in front of you guys so you can see what these guys look like in full color. But it's gonna be awesome. What pencil do you use for your layouts before inking? Well, actually, if I can find it, I'll just use like a light. Well, it depends. I use a lot of different things, but this is an HB pencil, very light. So if I'm gonna ink, I can't spell for crap tonight. If I'm gonna ink, I'll use the light HB, and it is very light. I can also use blue line. I have a blue line pencil, and it's called like non-repro blue because it doesn't reproduce. You can scan it in and then just drop out all the blue in Photoshop. So what I did with this one is I sketched it out. I got a ballpoint pen actually, and then I finished it. If I could find it, hold on, let me see if I can find it. I'll show you what I did. Bear with me, I'm trying to find it over here somewhere. I think it's here. What did I do with it? It might be in here. Stay tuned. Is it in here? Let's see if I threw it in here. Not in here. One more spot. Hold on, let me find it. Huh. I got so much junk laying around, I cannot find that sketch that I did. But I did a YouTube video on it. If you go back a little bit in my videos, you can see me inking that with a ballpoint pen. And that became my final sketch. And then what I did is I scanned that in the computer. I printed it on this 11x17 paper, and I made it all red. So that way I could just ink over it. And then I'll drop out the red in Photoshop after I'm done inking. And then I threw down a little bit of the blue line pencil here too, just to kind of refine things and make sure all my lines are where I wanted them. And then again, I could just drop out the blue in Photoshop. So there you go. A little info on my process. But yeah. And then I think you asked about my layout earlier. Did you ask what kind of pencil I use for my layout? Was that it? But I hope that answered your question. Sorry I missed that from before. I forgot to come back to it. Yeah. Endorse Eric. Woohoo! Got my awesome Pope Fire, my cheerleader. Thank you. You guys are awesome fans, by the way. Being a part of this Comicsgate crew for the little bit of time I have, it's awesome. You guys are just like great fans, and I'm privileged and honored to be a part of this movement. So just want to throw that out there. Thank you guys. Super legit fans. And the fact that you have lost all your feelings for Marvel and DC just says that you are smart people. So maybe you haven't lost all your feelings. I shouldn't say that. Somewhere deep down inside, you still want them to do good stuff. As do I. Just want them to get their crap together. And your question about Bristol board, let me see if I can get back to comments. Where'd it go? Do I like just regular Bristol board? Sure. Yeah. I need like a good thick, heavier paper. So, yeah. You still buy Starfire crap? That's alright. But, I hear from a lot of people that they're just, just tired of a lot of the stuff. And rightly so. It's just not what it was. So, just gotta get back the good that once was from the comics books medium. Alright. Abyss, what up? Alright. Cool deal. Humphrey Bear, are you still here? Is Gary going on tonight? And if so, what time? For those of you who didn't catch it, I was on the Drawn and Quartered with Mike Miller and the other night, and we did a draw-off, Drawing Rogue. Came in a 4th place. It was, I beat Mike. That was cool. You can't find Gary. Pope Fire, I was on Gary's stream. Did you know that? I did an episode with Gary. I need to do another one, but I was on with him. That was a good time. So when I was doing Hand of the Morning Star with Lamppost Publications and Zondervan, Gary was doing Gary Shipman was doing, what was it, Kingdoms. So, yep. So, and I met Gary through Mike, and I think we met at a convention in Chicago one year. So that was cool. That's when I first met Gary. Gary is an awesome dude. Nice family. And I'm excited for his Indiegogo Packins Land. Do you do preliminary sketches before you start? Yeah, I did like 3 or 4 preliminary sketches for the layout. I tried a few different things. I tried more of like a straight up and down, with all the characters like standing and just kind of like in a circular layout. This one had more movement to it. Let me see if I could back it out and kind of give you a full view of the picture here. This one had a lot of movement with the layout, and Edwin Boyette kind of signed off on it, but just a lot of the movement just kind of like zipping through. So the other ones I was trying for were more like a circular pattern, characters in the middle and then just kind of around. So I thought this one was good. Edwin Boyette said to go with this one, so I'm like, all right, man, I'll do it. Promo video? Yes, definitely. We'll do a promo video. I have a friend who does like professional videos and stuff, so I might get him to do my video for me. We'll see, and we'll see how much he charges. He's professional, so. But yeah, if I could do that, I want to do a sweet video, and I got some cool plans for when I do launch, so should be fun. So anyway, I did some, yeah, and I just do like sketches, real quick sketches in pencil, just kind of lay it out, see what's working, what's not. I usually have an idea in my head, but it can all change just depending on what looks good and what doesn't. So, this one worked because it had good movement, had good fire, we'll say. What's up, Sean Rowland? Yeah, and I'll do a stream too. I'll do a stream where I bust out my sketchbook and show you a bunch of sketches from the Shadow Sentry, the character designs and stuff. And yeah, that's the fun stuff. Just when you're just doodling, you have a character in mind and you just want to get his look right. I got a lot of that kind of stuff, so that'd be fun to do one time. So I shall do that while you're waiting for this bad boy to get done. So this was a concept I had for quite a while, and I've got others obviously, but this one is the one with the most staying power, I think, and I want to do something that's an ongoing series. So this would be good. Looks 3D word comic out of the comic book. Yep. Like the videos where it almost looks 3D, where the characters pop out of the comic book. How do you do that? I want to do that. How do you make 3D stuff? Speaking of 3D, I got some 3D books that I found that I want to pop out for my kids. Let me find these. This will be fun. Oh, hey. I found a marker I've been missing. Hello, marker. Check this out. 3D Color Classics from Wendy's, of all places. Do you remember when Wendy's used to have comic books they were giving out? I mean, come on. Gulliver's Travels. And I wish I could show you. It's not going to work if I hold the 3D thing up. Let me see. Will it work? No, you got to have both of them. But anyway, I mean, it's sweet. It's awesome. So I got Gulliver's Travels, and I have 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. So yeah, I got these. I don't know how long I got these. Let me see what the date is on this. See if they give it to you. But I had this as a kid. 1995. 1995. So I'm going to be sharing these with my kids, and they gave you the 3D glasses, which I still have, because I save all that stuff. So anyway, if I can figure out a way to do 3D stuff on a YouTube video, I will do it. I will do that for you. But until then, you just gotta put up with this. Alright. Alright. Adrian, do you have any more art questions for me? I will tell you all. And when I do my, you guys going to bed?
Yeah.
No. They're out there on the floor. Sorry, kiddos are looking for things. I was gonna say, when I'm doing my initial sketch, I may not throw in all the details because I'm gonna ink it. I'll throw in additional little details as I go. So. And inking is definitely different than penciling. It's more of a technique. Knowing when to go thick, when to go thin, things like that. You can get the same kind of, good pencilers who go really final and finished with their pencils. You know who does that really good is Randy Green. It's like, it's like a final drawing, you don't even need ink. I love his stuff. You look at it and it's like, it's finished, it's done. But when you do ink, you got to get all that stuff in there, the thick, the thin. It pushes and pulls things forward. Makes everything work well together. Yeah, I definitely want to do the character designs and stuff. That'll be fun. Video editor program, good for comics. I've seen samples on YouTube. I'll have to check it out. What's up, Beowulf? Sorry, I just got all these comics that I didn't see before. Let me go through them real quick. I should do character profiles on my Indiegogo. Ah, that's a good idea. I could do that. If you want, Adrian, you can go on. So if you go on after I'm done the stream, I'll post my website information in the description, and you can go on my website, ericnotowskiart.com, and go to my Patreon page, and you could see character descriptions on there. And I'll probably use something. It's like a dossier. I'll probably use something like that when I do my Indiegogo. But if you want to check that out right now, or check out the video I did with the introduction to the Shadow Sentry, and I go through that on there actually. So if you want to, however you want to do it, there's a few ways, but you can find out more, read more about the story and the idea. But yeah, that's a good idea. I'll keep that in mind. Definitely want you to get into the characters. That's what it's all about. You're not the boss. She did in February. Up and ahead, the perfect comic. I'll have to check that out. Alright, man. Cool. More comments? What am I missing here? No, that's... There we go. About dogs in the Old West. Huh. Alright. Dogs in the Old West. Were there dogs in the Old West? I guess Lassie, right? You don't see too many dogs in the Old West movies. Or no, I guess you do. I take that back. I don't watch a whole lot of Old West movies. Alright. Let's see here. I should probably do his face. I think I'll wait on the faces. Those are the things I don't want to mess up. So I'll probably wait on that. I'll do the stuff that I don't have to worry about messing up. believe it or not, drawing with people watching you, even on a video, is kind of weird. It's easy to mess stuff up. So I don't want to mess this up. Yeah, the one thing if I mess up and I get mad at myself are the faces. Because usually when I sketch the faces, how I have it is exactly how I want it and how I want it to show up when I ink it. So if I mess that up, I'm mad at myself. So Raquel Samoso. This is Mitst. So Mitst here, this dude doesn't have a body. It's invisible. And so he has this huge cloak around him. And wherever the cloak goes is where his limbs can reach. So he has hands and feet, but his body is invisible. And who's my favorite Titan? Hold on, let me finish this. So yeah, so his limbs will reach as far as his cloak does, and his body's invisible. So when he teleports, it's like his body kind of like sucks everybody in. So that'll be fun to illustrate. But anywho, my favorite Titan, probably Cyborg. I think he's kind of cool. It'd be cool to have like a cybernetic body. I'm a fan of the Terminator, so I can see that. Adrian, tell me about it. I did the fan drawn a quarter. No, I didn't. Limit. Yeah. And then a time limit on top of that. Yeah, it's kind of nerve-wracking. All right. So anyway, so that's Mitst. He's gonna be a fun one to illustrate. And he's like the mystical kind of guy of the team. This is going to be all black, so I might... Gotta figure out how I'm going to ink him. I could do white out. I can draw the lines that I want to be white, but that takes a lot of time. Not a pick out of Starfire and Raven. Oh, you mean between them? Is that what you meant? Starfire works like there. So I gotta pick one or the other. I can't pick anybody else. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I'll get back to you. I don't know who I want to offend tonight. I'll think about it. Somebody's gonna get offended. So Gary is on now, alright. Cool. How long have I been on? I've almost been on an hour, so I'm probably not going to stay on too much longer. I will do an hour. I will be on tomorrow. Did you guys say 5 o'clock is a good time? What time should I go on tomorrow? Let me know. I think we said 5. I can go on tomorrow at 5, but I will stop here at an hour. If you guys want to hop over and catch Gary, that is all good with me. There's a lot of Starfire fans here. I will remember that. I will. Just tell everybody who drew that cool Starfire picture for you there, Pope Fire. Tell them about that. You had your own YouTube video that I did for you, Pope Fire. I drew Starfire just for you. How many people can say that? Just saying. All right. And for those of you just joining us, if you didn't hear earlier, today we launched what is called Comics Titans fundraiser. So that is for people who, if they can't afford to buy the Comicsgate books they want, nice people will donate money and will donate money so they can buy the books that they want. So it's a Facebook page. It's called Comics Titans Fundraiser. You can check it out. Pope Fire launched it today. I will be the treasurer. I will collect the money, and then we have a whole team set up to disperse it and decide who should get it. So if you're interested in that, if you have money and means, if you want to give money towards that, that would be awesome. Or maybe you're the person who just doesn't have a lot of funds right now, doesn't have any money, and you can't buy the books from Comicsgate that are out on Indiegogo right now. Go over there, fill out a form, and that is it. And we'll take care of the rest. We'll let you know if you qualify, and we will get you the books that you want from this wonderful Comicsgate offering that we have. The awesome books. I'm sad that Cyberfrog isn't up anymore. I missed my window of opportunity to get that. Ethan was talking about it, and I went over to his Indiegogo, and it was done. But the way he was talking was it was still going, and so I missed my opportunity. I'm sad, but I'm sure I can always get in on the second round and get number 1 too. So not all is lost. Not all is lost. So all right, I finish his hair. So who went out and got Solo? Who got Solo? I did. I got Solo. Yep. Started watching it today and didn't finish, but I thought it was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was pretty good. I saw it with Mike actually, and our other friend Oli, and we all liked it. Don't know how you felt, but yeah. Interested to see what y'all thought, and if you got it. On the vote for who should be on the charity image, I actually voted Wonder Girl. Not sure what I was saying. Big walk stories. Now you're talking my language, Adrian. You can't beat like the first 4 issues, but my favorite would be issues 5 to 7. The crossover with Cyberforce. That was awesome. So that was my favorite. And issue 8 was awesome. I didn't like. I think it was like 9. No, maybe it was 10 to 12. No, maybe it was 9, 10, 11, 12. I forget. But anyway, that was okay. But Jim was doing it, and then it had a bunch of different inkers, and it wasn't Brett Smith. Thank you. You like Solo? Awesome, man. Costco has it for $24. You can get the digital and the Blu-ray. If you go to like Walmart, I noticed they only had the Blu-ray version without the digital. So anyway, so I got mine at Costco. But yeah, so that my favorite Wildcats would be the Killer Instinct crossover with Cyberforce. That would be my favorite. The original 4, I have that trade. I pick that up occasionally, and I go through that just because it's good stuff. It's very you could tell Jim Lee. It's like that style that he did when he was doing the X-Men. It's like that same kind of style, which I dig. Yeah.
I lost it!
You lost your tooth? My daughter just pulled out her tooth. That's what that was all about. Cyberforce was a good crossover. Some of my favorite was when Travis Charest was doing it. Yes. Yeah. At first I was like, I don't like this guy, but Travis Charest, man, he came into his own, and his style was like awesome. Yeah. I actually just bought Um, he does, what's it called? Space Girl, and I just purchased the hardcover book from a guy, and so that's in the mail. That actually might be here today. I should go check my mail. um, but yeah, I love Travis's stuff. When he was doing the Wildcats, I wish he, I heard he was like really slow, which I understand because his stuff was like super detailed, especially towards the end when he started coming into his own with his own style and stuff. Yeah, I love those. Damn, damn. Yep. As with all good things, Jim Lee had to stop doing the Wildcats, and Mark Silvestri stopped doing Cyberforce. I did like The Darkness though. That was a cool book. Faux show. All right. What am I gonna do next? What am I gonna do? Honestly, I might stop here. Let me see. What else am I gonna ink here? Yeah, like I said, I'll keep this short tonight, guys. I'll go an hour. I will be on tomorrow. I'll try for 5, but I will post on Twitter and Facebook when I'm gonna be on. But I will get back on tomorrow, do some more inking, talk some more comics, and yeah, should be fun. Team 7. Yeah. What was that artist who did that? That was really cool. Lots of detail, lots of gear. Love that. And it was all the origin stories of all the cool characters. So, alright. I will stop here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Glad you are liking it so far. This is going to be the Shadow Sentry promo art. And I'm excited to get this done for you guys. Get it colored and everything. Please like my video. Check back in tomorrow. I'm assuming you all have subscribed, but if you haven't, please subscribe. And tell your friends about me. I need some more subs. Let's get some more subs going. And I'm excited for next year when I will be launching my Indiegogo. So, got to get my subs up. Don't have too many right now, so anything you could do to help, that would be awesome. Much appreciated. And you guys have a fantastic night, and I will see y'all tomorrow. And I will be on with Mike periodically, maybe Gary again too. Thanks, Everbear. And so yeah, thank you guys so much. Stay tuned, and you guys have a great night. Go check out Gary if you are still going to be on. And yeah, man, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Peace.